Alright everybody, so we are going to start with our pastel landscape drawings today. If you've never worked with pastels before, this will be a fun time. So, what I need is two pieces of paper and a piece of construction paper to use as scrap paper. Now the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take my blue color pastel and I am going to start coloring on the bottom of my first piece of paper. The reason I'm doing that is because I want to create a lake um, in my foreground on my landscape. So now I'm going to take my piece of paper, put it over my second piece of paper, and then I'm just going to blend those colors down into my first piece of paper. It's going to give a really cool effect of kind of a reflection in a lake. That's what you want to get with this. Alright, so now that we have that first layer down, what I'm going to do is take my piece of paper and I'm going to tear the bottom off. It's going to give me a nice kind of a jagged, torn edge. That's what we're looking for in this. So then, next layer I want to put in the background is going to be my grass layer. So obviously I'm going to use green for my grass layer. Once I get my grass layer down, I'm going to set that up above my lake, and then I'm going to kind of blend that color down into my drawing. So you can see it gives a nice effect of kind of grass in the background. Now I'm going to take that paper again and I'm going to tear the bottom off because I want a clean edge on that bottom. And then I'm going to take another color green and color that bottom edge again. Now I want to make mountains in my background. So what I do is I kind of turn my paper at a slight angle and then I blend my color down. If you don't have enough color, you can always add more pastel onto that bottom edge of your paper. Now after I blend this down, it's going to give this cool effect that you can see that looks like a mountain in my background, right? So if I want to do more than one mountain, I just keep going and I'm just adding color to that bottom edge again, and then I'm just going to use an angle. I'm going to take my paper at an angle and blend down, and it's going to give this cool effect of a nice kind of jagged edge to make the background look like there's mountains in the background, which is a really cool effect. Alright, so I've got most of my mountains in the background, and now I'm just using that edge that I created, just kind of over and over again to create my mountains in the background. You don't have to tear your paper every time. If you're using the same color, you can just kind of use that edge that you already colored on, and you don't have to tear it off every single time. Alright guys, so now I'm guessing you guys have probably guessed what shape I'm making here. This is a circle, and I am going to use this circle to make a sun in my background. Okay, so I'm just cutting out that circular shape that I already drew. Then I'm going to find a spot on my landscape where I can put my sun. Now I chose to put it between the mountains. You guys can put it further up in the sky if you'd like. I'm going to grab a red, orange, or a yellow to create my sun. I think I grabbed a red for this one. That's what I want to say. So I'm just going to take my pastel, color around my circle, make sure I've got enough pastel so I can blend that um, into my landscape when I put it on my piece of paper. Alright, so now I'm putting it on my piece of paper, and I'm going to take that orange and blend it down. And it gives this cool effect of a nice sun shape, right guys, in the background? Watch when I pull it away. Pretty cool, hey? Now, so Um, there's also something you can do with that circle that you just cut out of that piece of paper. It's basically the same thing, except you're kind of just using the circle to create or to make it look like the sun has light coming out of it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to color the edges of that circle and take it and bring it over to the sun that I just blended. And then I'm going to blend out away from that sun. And it's going to kind of give this effect that the sun is bursting with all these colors, right? So that's what we want to see in that. And you can kind of see it there. There's some red coming out, and it makes it look real vibrant. It's kind of a neat effect.